I've got with me here today John, and John's going to tell us about a healing that's happened in his life. John, what's the story? What actually went on?
Well, I'd started in a job and I was only there for a short while, and I started to get really terrible pain in my right shoulder and neck area, and it was an inflammation. So I started going to the doctor, and they gave me Panadeine Forte and a neck brace, and things were just getting worse.
What did the doctor say it was? What did he diagnose this pain as?
Well, they weren't too sure, but the pain became so severe that I couldn't lie on a bed, and at one stage I was getting about a half an hour sleep a day, only by sitting up.
And how did that happen? I mean, how long was that going on for? Half an hour sleep a day? I think it'd drive you nuts. How was it?
Oh, well, it was for a few weeks, and there was one Sunday morning I thought, well, I don't feel well enough to go to church. I'll go up to the hospital and see if they can help me.
And so what happened when you went there?
Well, the triage nurse said, well, what are you doing now? And I said, well, I'm on Panadeine Forte. I got the neck brace. I've got a heat pack. And they said, well, there's not much more we can do for you. You can wait and see a doctor, but you'll be wasting your time.
So how did that make you feel when you heard that news?
I was a bit frustrated, and I thought, well, I might as well go to church.
So did you go to church at that time?
I came here.
Right. To Brisbane Outreach Church?
Yeah.
Okay.
9th of September 2002. And
All right.
as I walked in the door, there was actually a visiting preacher here by the name of KK Chin. And he saw me come through the door in my neck brace, and he pointed at me and said, "Sir, if you will believe God, he will heal you today."
Wow, that was bold.
Very bold. And I sat in the back, and he'd actually picked out a number of people. When it came time for him to pray for me, he stayed down the front, I was down the back, and I thought, well, if God's going to heal me, I don't need this. And I ripped my neck brace off and put it down. And immediately, 98% of the pain disappeared.
Wow, that's an incredible thing. Would you recommend to people generally that they just rip off their neck braces or whatever?
Well, I think you need a bit of nudging from God at times.
So it was God pushing you in that direction.
I think so.
Yeah, it's not a formula, but it was God was doing something.
Yeah. And when church had finished, I went home and I lay down on a bed and slept for the first time in a week.
Oh, that must have felt good.
It was fantastic.
So what would you say to people out there, John, who are in pain today, and what can they do about it? I mean, how did this happen for you, and what can be done?
Well, you can do what you can do with you can take painkillers and that sort of thing. You do what you can do, and God will do what he can do.
So how would you get God involved in your life?
Well, first of all, you have to surround yourself with the right people, the God-believing people who believe in the power of prayer and of healing.
Sounds like good advice to me. Thank you, John, for sharing your story, and that's terrific. We'll hope to hear more in the future.
Thank you.